I'm Eva, and I collect the world's most mysterious photos, secret archives, hidden history, and moments that redefined everything. Real shots, raw facts. Let's get started.
John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr. and Carolyn Bessette leaving their private wedding ceremony at the First African Baptist Church on Cumberland Island in Georgia. John Kennedy and Carolyn Bessette cutting their 3-tier vanilla buttercream wedding cake at their reception on Cumberland Island. Dinner by candlelight for family and friends at the Grayfield Inn on Cumberland Island. Carolyn Bessette Kennedy, alongside her sisters Lauren and Lisa Bessette during their wedding weekend on Cumberland Island. Best man, Anthony Radziwill, with John before the ceremony. Carolyn dancing with Anthony Radziwill at her wedding reception on Cumberland Island. The reception took place at a handful of tables underneath a white canopy tent. First African Baptist Church on Cumberland Island, Georgia, which served as the secluded location for John Kennedy and Carolyn Bessette's secret wedding on September 21, 1996. The efficient meeting with Senator Ted Kennedy, John Kennedy Jr., and John Perry Barlow, a political activist and lyricist for the Grateful Dead, outside the chapel. John and Carolyn sharing their first dance at their wedding reception on Cumberland Island in Georgia. John Fitzgerald Kennedy, Jr. speaking at the rehearsal dinner. John Kennedy playfully grabbing the face of his cousin and best man, Anthony Radziwill, during his wedding reception. The newlyweds with Caroline Kennedy and her husband Carolyn Bessette Kennedy prominently displays her wedding band while standing with John Kennedy. First African Baptist Church on Cumberland Island. Georgia John and Carolyn laughing while holding up customized t-shirts at their wedding rehearsal dinner at the Grayfield Inn during their wedding weekend. Carolyn Bessette's rehearsal dress. Kennedy family members and friends outside of the chapel. John and Carolyn sharing a private, affectionate moment inside their Tribeca apartment in New York City. John and Carolyn walking their dog, Friday, through the streets of Tribeca, New York City. In the late 1990s, Carolyn Bessette Kennedy, photographed by Bruce Weber in Glen Cove. John and Carolyn walking together near the Franklin Street subway station in Tribeca in New York City. John and Carolyn walking together on a street in New York City. Likely taken between 1996 and 1999, it captures the couple in their signature minimalist style during their marriage. John and Carolyn in a private, affectionate embrace at their home in New York City, taken during their marriage in the late 1990s. John and Carolyn walking with a friend through the streets of Tribeca, New York City. John Kennedy and Carolyn Bessette Kennedy sharing a joyful embrace at a party in New York City. John and Carolyn walking together in the Tribeca neighborhood of New York City in May 1999. John wearing a wrist cast and a signature bandana following a paragliding accident. John and Carolyn arriving at a gala event in New York City at the Municipal Art Society's annual benefit at Grand Central Terminal just months before their tragic passing. John and Carolyn with their dog, Friday, outside a newsstand in New York City. John Kennedy and Carolyn Bessette Kennedy carrying their dog, Friday, and a kayak paddle along a boardwalk on Martha's Vineyard. Carolyn Bessette Kennedy carrying her bouquet on her wedding day in her famous Narciso Rodriguez silk slip dress during the celebration. John and Carolyn walking together in the Tribeca neighborhood of New York City in 1997. The candid shot is well known for showcasing John's unique habit of pairing a professional business suit with a bicycle and a backwards baseball cap. John and Carolyn in New York City in 1996, shortly after their private wedding, as they attended a high-profile social event. Two women admire Dennis Reggie's iconic wedding photo of John Kennedy and Carolyn Bessette in Rome. Wedding reception of John Kennedy and Jacqueline Bouvier, Hammersmith Farm in Newport, Rhode Island, St. Mary's Church, September 12, 1953. Jacqueline Bouvier and her husband, Senator John Kennedy, stood in front of the church after their wedding ceremony. Jackie Kennedy on her wedding day. John Kennedy and Jacqueline Bouvier at their wedding. John and Jackie Kennedy with ushers, bridesmaids, and flower girls. John and Jackie Kennedy with groomsmen and other guests on their wedding day. Newport Joe Martin, U.S. Speaker of the House of Representatives, congratulated the bride and bridegroom. Joe Martin, U.S. Speaker of the House of Representatives, congratulated the bride and bridegroom. Wedding reception of Senator John F. Kennedy and Jacqueline Bouvier, Hammersmith Farm in Newport, Rhode Island. Jacqueline Kennedy danced with her husband, John F. Kennedy, at their wedding reception. Guests at the wedding reception for John and Jackie Kennedy. Jacqueline Kennedy on her wedding day. Jacqueline Kennedy on her wedding day. The wedding reception of John F. Kennedy and Jacqueline Bouvier on September 12, 1953, held at the Hammersmith Farm in Newport, Rhode Island. John and Jackie Kennedy on their wedding day. John F. Kennedy and Jacqueline Bouvier's wedding, Newport. The legendary Van Cleef and Arpels engagement ring given to Jacqueline Bouvier by John F. Kennedy in 1953. Carolyn Bessette Kennedy's engagement ring was thought to have been inspired by mother-in-law Jackie Kennedy's gold and emerald swimming ring. A slice of wedding cake was offered to the bridegroom by flower girl Janet at the luncheon. Kennedy had already had some cake, so did not want any more. John F. Kennedy and Jacqueline Bouvier's wedding, Newport. Jacqueline Kennedy danced with her new father-in-law, Joseph P. Kennedy. Off for their honeymoon in Acapulco, Mexico, the bride and bridegroom left the wedding reception amid a shower of rose petal confetti and rice. John F. Kennedy and Jackie Kennedy. Jackie Kennedy writes a poem for John F. Kennedy. John F. Kennedy meets Jacqueline Bouvier. Wedding of John Fitzgerald Kennedy and Jacqueline Lee Bouvier. St. Mary's Roman Catholic Church in Newport, Rhode Island, where John F. Kennedy and Jacqueline Bouvier were married on September 12, 1953, in front of 800 guests. John F. Kennedy and Jacqueline Bouvier sit together in the sunshine at Kennedy's family home at Hyannisport, Massachusetts, a few months before their wedding. Senator John F. Kennedy and his bride, the former Jacqueline Lee Bouvier, cut their wedding cake the day after their marriage at St. Mary's Church in Newport, Rhode Island. Newlyweds, Senator John F. Kennedy and Jackie Kennedy, née Bouvier, are pictured studying together after dinner. Portrait of Senator John F. Kennedy and Jackie Kennedy are pictured with their 4-month-old daughter and future United States Ambassador to Japan, Carolyn Kennedy. John F. Kennedy relaxes with his wife Jackie and their daughter, Carolyn. President-elect John F. Kennedy with his wife Jacqueline at the christening of their son, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, Jr. President John F. Kennedy and First Lady Jackie Kennedy pose for the Easter Sunday picture with their 2 children, John, left, and Carolyn, right. President John F. Kennedy and First Lady Jackie Kennedy shake hands with onlookers in the crowd after arriving at Dallas Love Field Airport. President John F. Kennedy and First Lady Jackie Kennedy moved down a reception line shortly after their arrival in Dallas. Hours after this photograph was taken, the president was assassinated. Jacqueline Kennedy, with her children John Jr., left, and Carolyn, right, kneel in prayer at the gravesite of President Kennedy on his first birthday after his assassination.